And thank you for staying with us. And I want to let you know that the coronavirus has definitely transformed the way that we approach life, our doing, our being. And, a lot of people are feeling uncertain, but a lot of people are also maximizing this time and launching out into new ventures. And during this COVID-19 pandemic, there are new sources of media that are out there that people can tap into. And maybe even there's a book that you might be able to read. Our next guest is an author of a recent book that's out. Her name is Sharyn Paige. And don't play if you can't pay. That's pretty much it. Yeah,
yes,
well,
it
you
is.
took away from me, but good to have you, sis, on the show. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. So tell us a little bit about the book.
Well, basically, as you said, the title is Don't Play If You Can't Pay. And it's about a couple, Tyrone and Vanessa. They've been married for 12 years. And he decides to step out on his wife for 5 years. He's been having an affair with his mistress. But here's the twist to it. She's stepping out on him with her business partner turned lover. And so, yeah. So it's a lot of twists and turns in it. It's something that's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you cry. It's going to make you get angry. You're going to get upset. And Tyrone is just a piece of work. But in the end, you guys will understand. You will be like, wow. But he gets his just due in the end. I don't want to give the whole book away, so I'd rather you go and buy it. You can always get it on Amazon or Barnes and Noble.
See, that's what you do. You got to promote the book as best as you possibly can. But,
Yes.
As we said, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, definitely if you want to be able to get it, put your hands on it, do that. Talk to me a little bit about this. When you wrote the book, how long did it take you to write the book?
It actually took me 4 months to write the book. I wrote like pages every day. I was writing and writing. I came up with the characters. I came up with every line that they would say. As I'm going through the lines, I'm typing the book as I'm doing it. So it wasn't anything that I wrote down on paper. I just said, what would this character say? What could she say? What would he say? And I just did it in 4 months.
Wow. And so in this time, obviously, it's a fictitious book, and
right.
A lot of people in this day and age need something to do. What do you want them to be able to take away from your reading?
I want them to be able to take away that their lives are like this. There's some people that have been through this, and now when they read this book, they can relate to this because they can be like, wow, that happened to me. How did she know that happened to me? So I want them to say this is everyday life. Things happen like this for us. And I just want them to enjoy the book most of all.
Did you spend a lot of time during this season writing?
This season here that we're in this pandemic season, yes, I did. I actually wrote part 2 to Don't Play If You Can't Pay. And that title is called Ex-Wife, Mistress, and Love Interest. See, wow. Tyrone's up. Yes.
Tyrone got a lot going on.
Yes, he does. He has a whole lot going on. He's some type of guy. Yeah. Some type of guy.
Well, when you think about writing, right? What advice do you give people? Because, writing is not always easy. I'm a writer myself sometimes, but I don't write as much as I should. But people who want to get a book out, I think this is a great time for people to really start to put their work out. What advice do you give people during the pandemic if you're thinking about trying to get that book out there?
Just do it. Right now, we're in a holding pattern. And in this holding pattern is our preparation process. So now is the time to start doing it. Just get out there and do it. Just trust God, have faith, and say, you know what, put the pen to the paper and just start. And you'll be surprised what you come up with as you begin to write and you get your, from the feeling from inside out. You never know what you can do until you do it.
Yeah. And so it took you 4 months to write the book. And of course, it's inspiration as well. And talk to me about that inspiration, because you want to inspire people in your writing as well.
It all comes from within, that's something that I guess they told me I have a gift for that. And that's a gift. It's a talent, but you have to it's like almost like acting, acting, you just don't do a character. You have to know who that character is. You have to dig deep down inside. It's the same thing with writing. You have to dig deep down inside your soul. And if it can inspire you, it can inspire someone else.
Yeah. And so when people want to get in touch with you about the book or to even get the book, you said Amazon's the best way to go right now?
Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com. You can get it in paperback format or in ebook format.
Yeah.
And I'm also...
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm also on Instagram. So if they need to hit me up on Instagram, they can.
Yeah. So you got the second book already in the works already. Talk to us about other projects because obviously as you're navigating this, I'm sure some other ideas are coming for you. What are some of the things that you're thinking about?
Well, actually, I just finished a third book, and that'll be out in about another month or so. And that's an inspirational book, and it's actually called Who Are You? Doing Business One Step at a Time. It's to encourage and inspire people who've always wanted to get into business or they wanted to do something and they didn't know how to do it. So this will help them and give them the steps and tools that they need.
Well, Sharyn, thank you so much for joining us, and I'm sure that our viewers will take a look at "Don't Play If You Can't Pay." That's going to be a book that you can check out on Amazon. She's got some other future writings, and thank you for taking the time to give us a little bit of a look away in all the coronavirus talk. Thanks much.
Thank you so much, and you have a great day.
All righty, Sharyn Paige, our guest here on Open. Stay with us. We got more show coming up right after this.
Bye bye now.